Imagine for a moment stepping into an incredibly sophisticated factory, one that processes tons of different materials every day, transforming them through a flawless assembly line that's been running for millions of years. This factory isn't located in any industrial zone on Earth. It's inside you, right now, while you're watching this video. Over the course of a lifetime, the average human produces about 11,030 kilograms of feces. To put that into perspective, it's as if each of us produced the weight of 6 full-sized SUVs. But hold on a second. If we eat such colorful foods, red strawberries, orange carrots, green spinach, blue blueberries, why is the end result almost always the same color? Brown. There's something deeply fascinating about this everyday mystery, one we rarely stop to think about. Today, I'm going to take you on an extraordinary journey through one of the most complex and ingenious processes of the human body, uncovering why things happen the way they do, and what this can reveal about your health. It all begins with a bite. Let's say you're enjoying a beautiful birthday cake, or maybe a rainbow-colored salad bursting with vivid hues. Your teeth, precision tools inherited from millions of years of evolution, begin their controlled demolition. Saliva, often underestimated, is actually a sophisticated chemical cocktail that starts breaking down complex molecules and lubricates the food for the journey ahead. When you swallow, that bite travels down the esophagus through a series of perfectly timed muscle contractions, so precise that you could eat even while hanging upside down. This mechanism works regardless of gravity. It's one of the many wonders of the human body that we often take for granted. As the food reaches the stomach, it's already expected. How does your body know? It began producing digestive juices the moment you saw or smelled the food. It's a biochemical symphony. Transparent hydrochloric acid and specialized enzymes come together to create an environment so acidic it could dissolve metal. Your stomach churns and mixes everything into a grayish paste called chyme. If you find this video interesting so far, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow and bring you more amazing stories about the human body. But the real magic begins when that chyme enters the small intestine. Here comes the pancreas, releasing a crystal-clear fluid loaded with even more powerful enzymes. These microscopic workers break down carbohydrates into simple sugars and proteins into amino acids and peptides. It's like watching the most efficient recycling operation ever conceived. At the same time, the liver, a silent chemical laboratory that works 24/7, sends in bile. And this is where the story of color gets interesting. Bile is yellow, and its color comes from a compound called bilirubin. But what exactly is bilirubin? It's a waste product from your red blood cells when they complete their 4-month life cycle. It's literally the recycled remains of the protein that carries oxygen in your blood, hemoglobin. At this point, from the rainbow of colors you ate, we've now reached a yellow-greenish liquid. But the journey isn't over. When this mixture reaches the large intestine, a vast army of microbes enters the scene. These microscopic allies, living in symbiosis with us, transform bilirubin into a new compound, stercobilin. And here comes the grand reveal. Stercobilin is brown, and it's the reason feces have their familiar color. The large intestine finishes the job by absorbing excess water, turning that liquid mix into a semi-solid mass ready for expulsion. It's a system of extraordinary efficiency. Nothing is wasted, Everything is optimized. But here's where the story gets even more fascinating. As perfect as our body is, it has its limits. Some pigments are simply too large or complex to be fully processed. Beets, for instance, contain betalains, pigmented molecules so large that our digestive system can only absorb about half. The result? A reddish-colored waste that can sometimes be alarming. The same happens if you eat too many blueberries and notice bluish stools, or go overboard with carrots and see orange-tinted results. It's just your body saying, "I did my best, but those colors were too intense to neutralize completely." Even some medications can create unexpected color shows. Stomach remedies containing bismuth can react with sulfur in your gut to create bismuth sulfide, turning everything deep black, almost metallic. It's pure chemistry happening inside you. But what happens when something goes off track? Your body has developed a sophisticated visual communication system through these signs. Ideal stool should be brown, sausage-shaped, semi-soft, and easy to pass. When this balance is off, your body is sending a message. Constipation may indicate dehydration or a lack of fiber. Greenish diarrhea means the transit was too fast for bacteria to fully transform the bilirubin. This could signal food intolerances, infections, or inflammatory diseases. Yellow, foul-smelling floating stools might mean your pancreas isn't producing enough enzymes to break down fats. Pale stools could mean bile isn't reaching the small intestine, possibly pointing to issues in the liver, gallbladder, or pancreas. And then there are the more serious red flags. Red or black stool may indicate internal bleeding. In these cases, your body is shouting for immediate medical attention. The incredible part is that small changes in diet or lifestyle can cause big variations. A few days of colored stool, constipation, or diarrhea are usually harmless. But if these changes persist for over a week, it's time to see a doctor. Blood. Persistent pain, chronic constipation, ongoing diarrhea, pencil-thin stools, or a constant feeling of incomplete evacuation. These can indicate serious issues, blockages, inflammation, gut diseases, or even cancer. Early diagnosis can be the difference between a normal life and serious complications. It's amazing to think that every day, without us even realizing, our body orchestrates this complex biochemical symphony. Every color, every texture, every detail is the result of millions of years of evolution, of a system fine-tuned to keep us alive and healthy. So next time you go to the bathroom, don't be afraid to observe. There's nothing to be ashamed of, only much to learn about this colorful choreography happening inside you. Your body is telling you a story every single day. Maybe it's time to start listening. And if you enjoyed this journey into the wonders of the human body, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more fascinating explorations. Stay curious, because the most amazing science often hides in the most unexpected places in our everyday lives.